Hey everybody, Acid Rain 64 here, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. In the last part, we completed the 6th Dark World dungeon, and now we're going to backtrack and take care of the 5th. Now, my original plan was to take care of the 5th dungeon and then move on to the 6th and just have it go in the order that it was meant to be, but I had a failed recording of this 5th dungeon, and it ultimately just made me decide to just go ahead and take care of the 6th dungeon first, get the item that's there, and then come back and breeze through this dungeon. And you'll see what I mean, because this dungeon is going to be a piece of cake with the Cane of Somaria. But I didn't really talk about it all that much, but the failed recording I had, I just got so frustrated, and the commentary just went downhill very, very, very fast. Yeah, I mean, it started out okay. I'm, happy. I'm talking about the dungeon, talking about things, and then it just went really downhill. I mean, I was just not saying anything, pulling the old, how can I describe it? I guess I could say, how's the weather going kind of commentary, where it's like, you're just saying, okay, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to go over there. Very generic stuff, and I know I do that a lot, and I try not to, but, to be completely honest, I don't, well, I'd be lying if I said this, but in general, I don't really talk that much to actual people, and I think that kind of makes its way into my Let's Plays sometimes. I'm gonna go and take care of this anti-fairy. Oh, darn it. Oh, come on. Who knew that one anti-fairy could give me this much trouble? But I really don't talk all that much. Okay, come on, Kyle. Pay attention to what you're doing. Honestly, only to people that I really know do I ever really have conversations with. And I guess when I'm at work, since I kind of do have to talk, since I'm a cashier and whatever else you want to call me. But, so I do have to actually hold a conversation, and it's not that hard to do sometimes, but when you're playing a game here by yourself, and, you're just talking about whatever you can think of, sometimes I can't think of stuff to say on the spot. I mean, if something happens to come up and it warrants a story, then I can pull off something, but sometimes I just have to, just talk about what I'm doing in the game, which, honestly, I think was the original intent of a Let's Play, although most people like to share their stories and experiences with whoever's watching them play the game, which is what I like to do, but, okay, and I think we want that key. I might have to get some water, because my throat's feeling kind of scratchy, and it's bugging me. Okay, I don't think we have to hit that switch up there. No, we don't. But yeah, anywho. So I can talk when I need to at work. And if it's someone that I really know, like a best friend or family or someone who's close to me, then I have no problem talking to them. And now I'm going to sit here in this part and just chat about completely nothing because I'm talking about how I can't hold a conversation. Oh, sorry, I just gotta grab me a water real quick. Okay. My throat was feeling kind of scratchy, and it felt like I had like that, like a glob of like phlegm just hanging on the back of my throat, and I hate that. Especially when I'm trying to commentate, which is usually a while ago when I was really into doing these videos, and when I did them, like, I recorded something every single day. Those were actually the good old days because, I don't know, I just had a lot of fun back then with it. But I would always, whenever I would record, I would have something to drink with me just in case. But now I don't really, I kind of slack on that. But anywho, when it comes to work, I've actually made a kind of a, I want to say, move up. Like for a while, okay, when I first started at this place, oh shit, I forgot to grab the big key. No, I'm talking too much and not paying attention. Oh, no, wait. This is actually leading me to the key. It's all good. But when I started at the place that I work at 2 years ago, and I remember, like, I was doing Munch's Odyssey at the time, and I actually had a part where all I did was talking about getting this job and gonna have money and gonna be able to do a bunch of stuff with Let's Plays and just buy the best equipment and all that, and none of that really ever happened. I mean, I did get a hub hog eventually, and I do still have it, even though I don't really have... I mean, I have a Wii, and I guess I kind of have an Xbox, even though it's my brother's. But I haven't really used it ever on a Let's Play, as sad as that sounds. Although there is one game that I can think of that I could possibly... oh, sweet, that actually worked. There is one game that I could see myself using that hub hog for, if I ever do that series. But anywho... But I started at this place as a bagger, and, you know, eventually I worked my way up to cashier last year, and then this year they've trained me to work up in the service desk. So I have to, like, cash checks and take care of people who want to pay their bills and all that stuff, and it's... I mean, I like that a lot better than I do just cashiering, because it's busy work. Like, you're almost always constantly busy. Oh, I was hoping to get away from that anti-fairy. But it's all good, anti-fairy. You just wait. But yeah. And I've also been trained to be a floor supervisor, which means I have to coordinate everything down there, or up there, wherever there you want to say. And I have to, when I do that job, I have to do breaks and all that crazy stuff. And it's got its perks. I mean, I can pretty much do whatever I want, although I try not to, because it makes me look bad. But anywho, it's pretty good. Things are going pretty good with my job. I was hoping that eventually, with the partnership that I got, that I'd be able to quit that job and ride out the rest of college, but I don't think that'll ever happen, unless by some extreme circumstance, but I highly doubt that. I highly, highly, highly doubt that. Even though I've been on YouTube for almost the same amount of time as some of the bigger Let's Players. I mean, maybe just like off by a year, because Nintendo Capri Sun started in either dang it, I forgot to hit that switch. But Nintendo Capri Sun started in either late 2008 or 2009. I think it was 2008. And I started doing Let's Plays back in 2009. Back on my original channel, and I've been doing them on and off ever since. But I guess, you know, I've taken too many long breaks, like with computer troubles and whatever else I had going on. Working a job never really helped. Oh, shit, okay, I gotta remember the way to go, because this tripped me up before. I think it's this way. But, so I can say that I definitely haven't put as much time into it all as, like, Chugga Conroy or Nintendo Capri Sun, who do a video almost, or upload a video almost every single day, which is awesome. And I would be able to do that if I didn't work a job and I wasn't in college, even though I have the summer off. I still wouldn't be able to do it unless I didn't work. In fact, the only reason I'm going to get a lot of stuff done this week is because I'm on vacation from work. But anywho, speaking of that partnership, if I've never really explained that before, I'm actually partnered with, let me think of what I got to do here. Okay, we got to go this way. and then we got to go downstairs, and then we can use the Cane of Somaria to break this part. But I am partnered with Social Blade, which is a network that goes through RPM, and it was just something I wanted to do just to see how a partnership would be. But I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of perks from it, but I'm technically, I guess I'm not supposed to talk about that stuff, but I'll just leave it at that. So let's go ahead and talk about the dungeon here. I could not get through this dungeon my first time, because I got to that point when you need a block to hit that switch, and I just could not do it. And I think that's what I ended up doing as a kid, is going back and getting that item, and then coming back here and taking care of this dungeon like I'm doing now. And honestly, I'm okay with that. But let's go ahead and fall down here, and here is the boss, Kholdest. The first thing you gotta do here is actually break it out of the ice. Now you can sit here and taunt it. I was gonna say it won't attack you, but apparently he makes ice come down from the ceiling. But you can hit him with the fire rod a couple times, or you can use a bombos medallion, and that'll free him. And then you can whip out your fire rod, and just like Mothula, you could go ahead and just hit it a bunch with the fire rod. And also, if I haven't mentioned it before, or yet, or whatever, the blue mail that we picked up from this dungeon, actually, it decreases the amount of damage you take from enemies, which is kind of nice. But anyway, that is the 5th Dark World dungeon completed. Bum, bum. Okay. Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. They say the Hylia people controlled mysterious powers, as did the 7 wise men. But the blood of the Hylia has become thin over time. We who carry the blood of the 7 wise men do not possess strong power anymore, either. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the knights with the wisdom of the wise men. Only a short time remains until the gate at the castle linking the worlds opens completely. If you defeat Ganon, this world will vanish and the Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Good luck. Do you understand? Yes, I do. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Alright, so now we only have one more Dark World dungeon to take down. And as we found out at the end of the last part, or near the end of the last part, when we finished that dungeon, Princess Zelda is actually the last maiden we have to pick up, and she's being held in the 7th Dark World dungeon, which is Turtle Rock. So, we are about to head there, and that's pretty much all we have left to do in this game. The next thing we need to do is upgrade a couple of things, and then what we need to do after that is we'll head to Death Mountain, grab a heart piece, and then we'll go into Turtle Rock. And that's where we'll get the final heart piece. And then from there we have Ganon's tower to take out, and then the final boss. So we are getting down to the very wire of this Let's Play. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. Well, not a bad thing at all, really. I'm actually kind of happy that this Let's Play is coming to a close, because I believe this will be the first Let's Play I've completed since Resident Evil 4 last summer, when I did a Let's Play of that on Master Register Man 07. But looking at it in terms of this channel, this will be the first Let's Play I've completed since Wind Waker back in February of 2012, last year. So that is a great thing and a great accomplishment for myself and this channel. But anyways, we will start working on the last few things of this game in the next part. So if you like this part, please feel free to subscribe and do all that other good stuff. And I will see you guys then.